The ARISE process is based on the mind canvas model. And basically, the mind canvas model, it says that your feelings and your emotions are basically the result of what you're thinking of at any given time. So this five-step process called ARISE helps you to take control of those thoughts and emotions by following those five simple steps that allow you to bring balance to the kind of mindset you're having at any given time. It all starts with becoming aware. Awareness or self awareness is one of the four elements of personal mastery. And it all starts with becoming aware of what you're feeling at any given time. That's why the question you can ask yourself is, how am I feeling? The moment you become aware of your feelings, it's easier to then think, what am I doing to create those feelings? Which is exactly the step number two, responsibility. Responsibility is the second element of personal mastery. It means that you don't blame anyone or anything for what you feel in life. You can take responsibility by asking yourself the question, how am I interpreting the situation? What am I doing in my mind to create these emotions or feelings that I have? Take full responsibility because it's all about the interpretation that you have about what's going on out there in the world. The moment that you know what you're doing in your mind, you allow yourself to then go to step three, which is insight. Insight is all about bringing light or insight into that story you're telling yourself in your mind about what's going on. You basically look at the same story, but now from a factual perspective. You look at the facts in a neutral way. A question you can ask yourself to do this is, how is this not true? How are the thoughts that I was having that create these feelings that I have not entirely true? The moment you do this, you immediately start realizing that your emotions change. You cannot feel the same thing when you look at it from a different perspective. And once you have that, the next step is to switch that mindset into a more self-empowering one. Basically, is tell yourself another story, which is equally true or even more true than the one you were telling yourself before, but puts yourself in a self-empowered emotional state. And a question you can ask yourself right here to activate this step is, what is the empowering opposite of what I was thinking about? And also, how is that opposite true? Once again, it's about any thought you can hold on to that is at least equally true as the one you were telling yourself before that puts you in that self-limiting state. This new thought will put you in a self-empowering state. And when you ask yourself, how is that opposite true? You basically are looking for evidence that this new mindset you just thought of is true. This way, you are reprogramming your mind as we speak. And the final step is basically to embody this new mindset that you have. And it starts by just realizing how you feel when you think this way. You cannot feel the same thing when you do this kind of thinking. And finally, how will I embody this new mindset? In other words, what action can I take right now in my life to prove this new mindset right? To show myself and the world that this mindset is true and works and is better. That's it. Just 5 steps to take control of your life, your mind, and your emotions. Go ahead and try it yourself and see the effects.